Brothers and sisters, welcome to the season of creation. Welcome to the Jubilee for the earth. We celebrate the season of creation from 1st September to 4th of October, offering daily reflections on the document Laudato Si. Today I want to offer you the paragraph 66 for your reading and reflection. The creation accounts in the book of Genesis contain, in their own symbolic and narrative language, profound teachings about human existence and its historical reality. They suggest that human life is grounded in three fundamental and closely intertwined relationships: with God, with our neighbor, and with the earth itself. Pope Francis, offering us wisdom from the book of creation or book of Genesis, tells us about how God created this world in 7 days, including of the human beings. He saw it, he felt good about it. He appointed people, human beings, as caretakers of this beautiful creation. What's more, sometimes the word dominion is used in this book to let us know that the human beings would be caretakers of this earth. Here, Pope Francis wants to tell us that sometimes, because of our own human selfishness, we use such biblical narratives to justify the abuse that we have done. The very fact that we use the word dominion, we as human beings think that dominion means to abuse, to use, to make use of it for your selfish reasons. To have dominion is not to abuse. God has dominion over this earth. He does not abuse. Instead, dominion here is responsibility, and responsibility is with care for the well-being of the other. And hence, Pope Francis wants to offer to us, all those who take this text, sacred text, into account, that God has created everything, and God has also given responsibility for the human beings to till it, to care for it. And to have dominion means to have responsibility over it. Pope Francis believes that in this account, we are given the three dimensions which are holistic for our living. One is to love God, to love our neighbor, and to care for the earth. All these three are included in the initial book of Genesis, the initial chapter where creation account is narrated to us beautifully. What do we do from here? As we continue to reflect on the care of creation, Jubilee for the earth, we recognize God's goodness in the creation, God's goodness in the creation of all creatures, and also in the goodness of the human beings, and how we are all interrelated. How God, human beings, and the creation must come together to save the planet now. Somewhere down the line, human beings took everything to themselves. I call this as over-enthusiasm. In their over-enthusiasm for the care of creation, human beings went too far ahead than they should have, forgetting that this planet belongs not just for the present, but also for the future. That we, as who enjoy the planet's goodness just now, also have a responsibility to give back to the Creator in a better form than we have received perhaps. But what we have done is we have abused it. There are so many places in the world where the earth in different forms is devastated. The places where there were rivers flowing are dried up today. Where there was cultivation today, you are not able to cultivate anything. Where there was good and very hospitable climate has become very, very inhospitable. We are paying the price for this cutting off of the link between God, human beings, and creation. God, in His goodness for the creation, has actually given us a mandate to care, to take care of the planet that is given to us. But we recognize in our own sin what we have done is the rupture of this relationship. And Pope Francis says, Saint Francis, by getting into the new relationship between all creation, is trying to attend to this rupture that is caused by our own sinfulness and get the sanctity of this creation back again. I read for you. It is significant that the harmony which St. Francis of Assisi experienced with all creatures was seen as a healing of that rupture. St. Bonaventure continues to tell us that this great St. Francis in some way returned to the stage of original sin through his beautiful, meaningful relationship with all, with God, with one another, and with the creation. And perhaps that is the spirituality that I want to offer you today as we honor the season of creation. That we have a mandate from God to relate with God, with one another, and with the creation responsibly. And therefore here, to take care, to till it, and to have dominion is not to make use of it for your own selfishness, but truly to care. May God bless you today.